What we got today? Oh no.
Flex cherry.
Oh no.
I think this one's better than the blue raspberry.
I feel like blue raspberry everything is
My
more
mouth
sour.
is already
Okay. See if we can. Matt, see, you struggled last time and this time. There we go.
Cheers.
All right.
Ow.
No. Oh, there it is. Nope. Oh, wow.
That was not as bad. You're just a sissy.
I don't like, uh-huh. I like black cherry.
I hurt my jaw though. My jaw got clenched up on that one.
That made me feel like when they say you get punched in the face, like that, just that immediate sour suck in. That's what, yeah, I like the blue raspberry better.
I don't know. I almost couldn't breathe. Blue raspberry, I couldn't swallow. That was bad.
Oh, man. Yeah. I think the other one was more sour, for sure. But this one, I felt like it got stuck to my tongue more, if that makes sense.
No.
Okay. I don't know how else to describe it. It just
Like
got
settled in your tongue?
yeah, like it just got
sour?
stuck to my tongue, and then I
Like
went to
a-
swallow, and I was like,
Like ice. You can't get the ice cube off?
not that bad.
Did you see
But
the video of the little kid at
popsicle?
Disney World? I thought it was going to rip a layer of his tongue off.
I did too. And they kept pulling.
I was like, stop, you're making me hurt.
Oh man.
Nope. Okay. Our last 2 weeks have been our new year.
What did we do?
I went to the Tyler Childers concert.
Oh, that's right.
The blast is freaking cold. Oh my God. And, I wasn't prepared for that cold, so I didn't bring a big coat. I brought a fur coat, but then I was like, I don't want to carry this. So we just left our coats at the hotel.
And then regretted it.
And then we're like, well, we don't want to go out after because we don't want to. So the way that rep is set up, like, you have to walk a couple blocks to go to a bar.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't want to walk. So we went to the closest bar, which was in a hotel in like a movie theater type thing that they had. And we stood there and we're like, we don't even want a beer. Like, we're so cold. And then we got into an Uber, and the Uber driver smelled like BO. Like, I was breathing through my mouth for the whole 10-minute ride home, texting a friend of mine, and I was like, dude, I can't do this. Like, I'm going to puke. And he said, I would have already told him to pull over, like, something. I said, no, because it took us long enough to get that Uber. I'm not doing that. And Kayla's like, I can't smell anything. I'm sick. I'm like, BO. And then I got a new nephew on Monday night. My brother and Kyra had Colson. And then we had my sister's baby shower yesterday for her baby who's due in March.
We had that couple over, and everything was great. We celebrated. We all were ready for bed by like 9:30, so they left at like 9:30. And we said, all right, love you guys, got pictures, and that was about it. We did stay up and watch the ball drop at 11.
New York time.
Did not stay up till midnight. I ended up waking up, I think, like 2, 3 in the morning, and then was just like wide awake for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, very uneventful, but in a good way.
Yeah.
So, life otherwise. We haven't really had like big updates, like, a new nephew or anything, but just going through the motions and getting things done.
Getting back into a routine.
Yeah. The kids are struggling a little bit with, the big one is struggling a little bit with mama going back to work.
after
He's
being
like,
off.
Mama, stay home. I was like, yeah, Mama, stay home.
Help.
But it's been okay. It's been pretty good. So,
Good.
all right, I've got a thought
Uh-oh.
we should explore.
Give it to me.
Suck it to me one more time. Get low. Okay, so how old would you say you are if you take your body out of the equation? Like, not the way you feel as far as physically, but your mindset and that sort of thing. And then why would you pick
Physically,
that
how do I
age?
feel?
No, without the
Mentally,
physicality.
how do I feel?
Yes.
My mom told me yesterday that I reminded her of herself at 50. Were you sitting there when she said that? So, Alyssa just turned 30. I'll turn 30 in June. And my mom said she took 30 harder than she did 40 or 50. But at that age for her, she had 2 kids under the age of 4 and pregnant with my brother. Yeah, like newly pregnant with my brother. So she was getting ready to have 3 under 5. So yeah, I can see why she's taking. I don't think I'm gonna take 30 too hard just because I don't have that. But I think so. The reason why she told me that she says that I'm 50 is because my mindset is so I don't give a fuck type mindset that it took her until then to realize like you don't have to have all of these friends, you don't have to have everything, and you don't care what people say. And I'm like, yeah, I truly don't care. If you don't like me, you don't like me. If you don't want to be my friend, cool. Like, no hard feelings. You're not gonna hurt me any. That's just one less person I got to worry about.
Yep.
So, you hurt me, I'm probably gonna be a little petty, but not in a mean petty way, but in my own. I'm a very nice petty, where it makes people just, oh, she doesn't hate me. Joke's on you. But yeah,
So you can go
probably in my 50s.
Okay. So
like I've had a whole life experience at the age of almost 30.
Yep.
Been engaged, married, divorced, never had kids, but been through enough that I've been hurt by plenty of people that I truly am okay with sitting at home and doing my Legos, watching Harry Potter. Last night I switched it up and watched Lord of the Rings, and I'm okay with it.
Yep. I like that it's Legos instead of knitting. Nothing against knitting.
I tried to knit, and I don't have the mental capacity to sit there and do that.
I hear it, like I always hear it takes a lot of counting.
Yeah, and I don't. You know, my brain would be like, shit, where'd you go? I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12, 13.
It's like when you get stuck reading the same line over and over and over.
That's why I can't, like right now I can't read, because my brain is everywhere else except for the book that I'm trying to read.
Yep.
So it's not enjoyable to me because I have to reread the page or the chapter again. I'm like, I'm not gaining anything.
Yeah, taking too long.
I've been working on the same book for 6 months, and everybody, oh, it's wonderful, it's wonderful. Yeah, it's great so far, but I can't focus.
But I can't get past the so far.
Focus. I've got 3 books started, and I can't focus on any of them. Oh, I'd rather sit mindlessly and watch TV.
Yep. I would. I'd have to put myself at 18. And
you think so?
Is that a disagree? Mentally and everything else, I think I put myself at 18 because I try to keep the young at heart, goofy, not be too serious about things.
Mm-hmm.
I still have enough people pleaser in me that I care too much about what people think about me and different things, that I take it to heart sometimes instead of just letting it go. And I told Neva this when I asked her this question too. I also feel kind of stuck at that mentally as far as always seeking, and I feel like I always come back here, but I'm always seeking that I have a significant other with a family that accepts me, and I just have not gotten that. So like mentally, like I still have the hopefulness of that, but my brain just
You
is
need
like,
that validation.
yeah,
You're not gonna get it.
nope, and that's okay. I don't. So I know I don't need it.
No.
But it's just, it's just one of those things where, like, it'd just be really nice to have a normal life, considering the rest of my life is pretty damn normal.
Yeah, that aspect would be nice.
So, but it is what it is. I try to move past it and just take it one step at a time. But it's hard to try to not have expectations, and we talked about that, like,
yeah.
but
You
also
expect a lot out of people because that's the way you would treat somebody.
Yep.
Even though they don't want to treat you that way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it sucks.
I feel like I'd probably be about 18. I also, the whole goofiness thing, like.
Are you saying I'm not goofy at my 50 years old?
No, you can be goofy. You absolutely can be goofy. I just feel like, I think that's part of me that I also like haven't let go of, is like trying to be the funny. It's also easier for me to cope with jokes and being goofy and try not to be too serious and get into things.
You haven't been as, I don't know, I don't want to say goofy, but you haven't been as outgoing or in that aspect since you stopped drinking. Because when you would drink, your goofiness would come out way more.
Yeah. Drinking would bring down the walls, and I just wouldn't care anymore.
It also depended on who we were around, but some days you would shut down, and some days you'd just freaking go nuts.
Yep. There were some times that both would happen in the same day. And then I'd wake up the next day and I'd feel that one.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Icks. Let's talk about Icks. Not eggs. I-C-K-S. Icks. So,
icky.
It's like just something that drives you nuts.
Pet peeve. It's kind of like a pet peeve.
Yeah. Not necessarily. I was trying to explain it to my mom, and she was like, so, like, I was like icky. And I was like, no, not really icky, because when I think icky, I think sticky. I think toddler sticky hands. And
I think of, like, vomit. Blech. Icky.
Icky. Ick. Just being
sick.
Pestered, pet peeve. Yeah, that sort of thing. Just kind of makes you go,
Yeah. Like, ooh, no. Nope, don't get close to me.
So, let's talk icks. Do you want to go? What's number one on your list?
So I didn't do it in order,
Like, okay.
but I just...
In general.
Smacking lips when people eat.
I love you so much. The first one that I wrote down. Super loud breathing. In parentheses, any overly loud bodily function that is unnecessary.
Yes. So, like, I have a friend, yes. When they eat, they do that, and it's everything. I'm like, why are you doing that? Chew with your mouth closed. You do not have a nasal problem. You can breathe through your nose. Stop chewing so loud.
And for me, the loud breathing portion, it's not mouth breathing. Ooh,
Jimmy John.
The loud breathing is not mouth breathers necessarily. It's just the legitimate, like, even the okay, nose breathing that is so loud.
And it's when they're trying to get your attention.
Or even somebody that doesn't notice that they're doing it. Like somebody that doesn't notice they have a nose whistle. Can't do it. Can't
or
do
it's
it.
the
Constant.
what is your issue? What? Just say it. Do you have something to say? Because that's what you're insinuating with your heavy sighs, that you're trying to get my attention.
So I made my list, just to be clear.
We have not compared lists.
We have not. And we've not made these lists with any specific people in mind.
No.
We've
I will
just
say
made them.
my massage therapist at the chiropractor, he breathes really but it's like he really gets into his work.
Yeah.
And he'll go
Breathe through it with you.
when he's like, so he does like a release in my armpits, and he'll push and he'll breathe with me.
Yep.
And then a few weeks ago, he was chewing gum as he was doing it. So I know my chiropractor on a personal level too. And I walked in there and go, dude, he's chewing gum today. And he immediately knew what I was talking about. It's not that it annoys me, because during my massage, like we talk the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't have time to be weird breather.
Yep.
So my mom's like, why do you talk to him the whole time? I'm like, because I don't want to hear when he's pushing on me. She's like, okay, that's fair. I was like, yeah.
I will say, I won't say when, I won't say who. But somebody did come to my, like, I wrote it down. I was like, I just can't stand that. And then I was like,
Oh, I had somebody 100% in mind.
Lucy dated somebody that was kind of a loud breather. Again, I won't say who, I won't say when. But that was one thing that, like, being around that person, I was like, check it out. Don't pay attention.
Yep.
So,
My life.
all right, what's next?
Repeating myself. Hate it. You're not listening. I'll be on the phone with somebody telling a story. Then not even 5 minutes later, they'll ask a question that was answered in that story.
Mm.
And I'm like, me and a couple guys at work were talking about this the other day. I said, that's when I know that they're not listening anymore. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go, bye. Like, not worth it to me.
Yep.
But I also just really hate repeating myself a lot. Like, don't ask me the same question 500 times in a span of 3 days when I've already answered, and I'm not going to change my mind, and I'm not going to change my answer.
Mm-hmm.
So stop asking.
So does that pertain to, like, just a conversational question and answer, or
Like, hey, what are you doing this weekend?
okay, yep.
Tell you exactly what I'm doing this weekend. 3 hours later, hey, what are you doing this weekend?
Nope.
Already told you. Do that every day until the weekend, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not changing my mind. I'm gonna get up, go to the gym, go get coffee, run errands, do this, do that, do that. I'm like, I'm not changing my mind. Stop trying to get me to change my mind to whatever the hell you want to do.
Hey, what are you doing this weekend?
Well, considering it's Sunday,
Next weekend.
I'm working. I think I'm working Saturday, so.
Mm.
And then the next week I'm out of town, so we're gonna have to figure something out.
Okay, so my next one is, and this one actually pertains to myself at times. The sound of dry skin rubbing against either A, more dry skin, or B, fabric. Like,
Yeah,
my hands get really dry in the winter. I go to pull up my comforter at night, and I just hear, I'm like, nope, lotion.
But see, I don't like lotion.
See, I don't like it on the palms of my hands. I try to rub it in on the backs.
I don't like greasy.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather have dry, cracked hands than put lotion on.
Yep. If it does that, I'm like, either A, I can't move anymore, or if it happens a second time, I've got to get up, put lotion on the backs of my hands. Like, I can't. Like, when people rub dry feet together.
Feet.
Well, feet in general are not my favorite. Yeah, but yeah, I can't. Yeah.
Yep, nope.
All right, what you got?
Hair on clothes.
My next one has to do with hair too.
So like
Dog hair, people hair.
all of the above. So like I have animals. I have a dog and a cat. I have a cat that likes to lay on like so I put my coat on the chair, like on the dining room chair, and she'll lay right next to it where the arm has that like fabric band. So it's like a Carhartt, but Work gave it to us, so it's not Carhartt. But it's got that band, so her hair collects to it. And I hate going to work with cat hair. So I'm sitting there. I mean, I'll go get tape. I'll like roll it off. Like I can't stand it. And then even when people are just in public with an excessive amount of animal hair,
like walking behind somebody.
Yeah.
And
I'm like, what did you do? Go roll around on your carpet before you left? Like, I am that person that anywhere I go, I do not change clothes until I am getting ready to leave. And I don't sit down. I don't touch the cat. I don't touch the dog. Like, if there is hair on me, it probably came out of the dryer and I didn't know it.
Yep.
Can't stand it. Like, I went to the gym the other day, pulled my pants. So all of my gym clothes, all my leggings, I wash them inside out. So that hair, if it's there, it's on the inside and not the outside. Well, I grabbed a pair and didn't notice it. And so when I went to go stretch at the gym, it was all over my legs. So I'm sitting there going like this, trying to push it down and pull it off because I can't stand that. I don't want people to think that I'm a dirty person.
Yep.
And I associate that with being dirty.
Yep. I don't like that. Yeah. Well, I always think too, like even in my own home, I try not to keep I just don't want hair on me. But I also think about it like if you're reaching over, because it's happened at my house. I'll reach over and like a dog hair will fall off my arm and into what I'm cooking.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm fishing that son of a bitch out of there.
Yeah, like well, when I bake bread for people, I'm like, I don't want to find a hair in the bread and nope.
Yep.
So I'm like, I'll make sure I put on short sleeves, or I'll take my sweatshirt off, or I'll change shirts or something like that if I have been around the animals all day.
Yep.
Nope.
So mine.
What's yours?
Hair flipping. And I know what you're thinking, but everybody flips their hair. So like flipping your hair off your neck, switching from side to side, no big deal. Whole body hair flipping. Why is that necessary? And not only whole body, yes, but you're whole bodying it to where you have to sit there, all of your hair's to one side, so you have to sit there with your head crooked. What's the point? I don't, whole body hair flipping, I do not get it. I can't.
Well, you don't have long hair.
I don't.
I've never done that.
They're just
it's weird.
Like I've seen people in public. I've seen people personally that I know. Just the whole. Well, that was majestic. Look at that.
That was like Prince Charming on Shrek.
But the whole flip, and then you have to sit with your head like this to keep every single hair. I can't do it. It drives me. If I see that, like I have to walk away because I'm like, what is the point? One of these days, I'm just gonna be like, you know what, screw it. What's the point? Why do you flip your whole body?
What are you doing
with your hair?
Why are you putting a whole lot of effort into that?
I feel like people who do that like have to have
neck issues,
messed up neck,
like whiplash.
Yeah.
Next one.
Yep.
Being disrespectful to servers. So, I served for years. People would get mad about their food being wrong or something like that, and normally if it was my fault, then I would own up to it. But 95% of the time, it's the kitchen's fault. Well, I'm the one getting the brunt of it. I'm the one getting yelled at. And then my tip gets affected because of that. And that's the one thing that just drives me nuts. If you're like, I am rude to servers if they're shitty servers and they give me shitty service. But I won't tip as much. I'm a very good tipper. But if there's something that's out of your control and the person that you're with is yelling at them because, oh, there's, that's wrong. I didn't ask for that in my salad. Or I wanted no peppers or no mushrooms or, whatever. That's not their fault. Maybe it was, but ask to send it back and get a new one. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So even in my early 20s, like when I haven't really started dating, but like in my early 20s when I was dating, I would watch how men treated the servers. And if they were mean to them or rude, like I would overcompensate because I'm like, she's not doing anything wrong. He's not doing anything wrong. So why are you being rude to them when you're just being fucking picky? Like, don't be a douche.
Yep. And then I'd take it to the next level of if I have the same server and I see somebody else mistreating them,
yeah,
then
I
I'll
do too.
probably tip a little better even then.
Yeah. But on the other hand, if you're not getting your drink refilled, you're not being checked on, your food is taking a stupid amount of time when there's nobody else in the building, like, then yeah, I'm going to get a little shitty. Because I know that you're probably back there fucking around. Because I've been on that side. I've been the one person messing around in the back, didn't know I had a table because the hostess didn't come back and tell me. So then but then once you know that, then you have to make up for lost time and overcompensate and overserve and overcheck on these people to make sure that you do ensure that you get your good tip. But people that don't do that, they're just lazy. Drives me nuts.
So overwhelming overcompensation, especially in the form of arrogance.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, I think a good example of just anybody that could be used as an example is somebody that goes to the gym that overlifts and over grunts and over, always flexing in the mirror and taking the pictures. And then if you know them on a personal level, I would venture to say 9 times out of 10, they probably have body issues, a little bit of dysmorphia, anything like that. But yeah, I won't say just gym goers by any means, just everybody. In general.
Yeah.
We all overcompensate. We all have arrogance at times, different fields, but the overwhelming sensation of the arrogance to overcompensate for something, gets me. Sometimes when it's like extremely overwhelming, I just want to poke at the insecurity.
Yeah.
To point it out and put you in your place.
Like, knock it off.
But
why are you being like that?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially whenever the arrogance turns to disrespectfulness. No thanks.
Oversharing on social media.
Yep.
Can't stand it. I have a few people in mind on that one.
Like every detail of every...
Yeah, like, oh, me and this person just had this conversation. Let's go post on Facebook about how shitty I feel or how they don't understand how I feel or woe is me, I'm lonely and I don't know how to be alone and nobody likes me. Like, no, shut the fuck up. Be a grown-ass adult. Go to dinner by yourself. Go to the movies by yourself. Go do something. Stop doing it for attention. That's all you want. You only want things for attention. You're posting things because you want people to feel bad for you. Why? Why do you need that validation? Why do you need that attention? Like, hey, look, my kid shit in the toilet. Good for it. I don't need to see a picture.
Ooh.
Don't need to see a picture of it.
Snapchat. Like, don't even do it there, first of all.
Close friends.
But
I'll root for your boys to go to the bathroom. Cool. But some random person that I added on Facebook 15 years ago. I don't like if they pop up, I'm like, hit delete. Like, no, I don't want to see your kid's shit. I just it's just more recently it's been like people are, I don't know, like they want the validation, they want the attention. And I'm over here like, I don't want any attention. So I only post very seldom.
Bursts.
And I post in mass amounts of pictures. But other than that, like I don't post, hey, I'm here today. Hey, I'm here today. Hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I like, no, like stop.
That's a big one, I can tell.
Yeah, because I had this conversation with somebody on Friday night about how that whole situation went, and I was like, why are they posting it on Facebook? Who gives a shit? They want attention. Because that person is not giving it to them anymore, so they want the attention from somebody else.
Yep.
Can't stand it.
So we did pretty well at kind of playing in together. My last one, or well, last two, I'll loop them together. Playing stupid 24/7, along with like always acting as the victim, never taking responsibility for your actions. Woe is me. Very, yeah. And even if it's, now I won't say that it's necessarily taken to social media or anything, but just a lot of the times narcissism comes into play.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I tried. I did this and this and this and this and this. Well, what you did in those things was convenient for you and not the people that you want something from or, you know, that sort of thing. But like the people who play stupid 24/7, except for when it's convenient for them, always playing the victim.
Yep. Nope.
Take responsibility.
I'm sure we
Stand
could
up.
find, yeah.
Again, we did not compare lists. This was not written on either side of this with, oh my gosh, I want to say an ick about this person. This is just
no. It was
general.
all just what came to mind. I did talk to a couple guys at work, and they both kind of agreed with what I had. And then another one, Joe, he said the theys are there, and there. He's like, that drives me nuts when people don't know how to use there, and there. And I'm like, coming from a family of grammar Nazis, yes. Like me and my cousins all hysterically laugh when we find typos or we're correcting each other or anything like that. I told him, I said, yeah. So that drives me nuts.
That's a slippery slope because you got there, and there. Two.
Yeah.
Your and your.
Yeah.
Loose and lose.
Yeah. That one still messes me up. Or even like people that don't know how to spell anything. Bro, say it into your phone. Say it into your phone. It'll spell it for you. It'll correct it.
It will.
Ask Google.
Or if you can't figure it out, go to Google because Google usually is pretty good at figuring out a little bit better than Siri is.
Yeah. Especially with my southern accent. Poor thing, can't figure it out.
So that's all I had.
I'm sure we could find a lot more.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even look anything up on TikTok or anything. That was just what came to mind immediately. I was like,
I think if we dove into personal, who we know or certain things, we could find a bit more. But
oh yeah,
that's just too much effort.
A lot of work.
So we've talked about our age. We've talked about icks. What else we got? Tequila never broke my heart because I wouldn't allow it to.
No.
I hate tequila so much.
I love tequila.
Never have I been a tequila person.
It's broke a lot of other things, but not my heart. And I got Morgan Wallen and Hardy flipping you off too.
We just have to stay.
It's freaking cold, dude.
Yeah. We're very bundled up today.
I hate the cold. What does it say it is outside? 7.
Does that give you the wind chill?
Nope. The low is 3. I didn't do anything last night because I didn't want to leave the house. I was like, no.
We got Christmas taken down. Everything feels so nice and fresh and open and clean, and now I just want to get rid of everything and purge and rearrange, and it's taking a lot in me to not.
Mine's sitting in a box in the living room. It's fine.
It's fine. Did you get a new Sonic drink today, or did you get the same one?
Yeah, I got the same one.
I got a new one.
What'd you get?
I got Diet Dr. Pepper with vanilla and sweet cream. Diet because then I'm not drinking the calories as much as I would with a regular soda. But then it's already got the cherry. You don't have to add the cherry to it. And then the vanilla and sweet cream just complement it so well. It's so good.
I almost texted you and was like, I need something else, but I didn't know what, so I didn't. I was like, I'll still stick with my Sprite Zero.
Nope. I put it in a note in my phone.
Yeah, good
It's
idea.
like, so
instead of just hitting reorder.
Well, I had a different drink on there last time. I didn't want to repeat it.
And it was just delete it off.
It didn't let me because Sonic wasn't open yet, so I just went in when they were open and just added them in. It was too early. Sonic's not open apparently at like 6 in the morning.
Yeah, they are.
Well, it said they weren't taking orders at least. So
they have breakfast.
They have breakfast all day.
Yeah,
that's a good topic.
I mean,
breakfast all day.
Oh. What are you doing after this?
Breakfast.
Oh, this Friday is National Lucy Day.
Yes. November. January 19th, which is also my sister-in-law's birthday. I want to throw that out there because last time we talked about her birthday, I said it was the wrong day.
Oops.
But I remember it's the 19th. But yeah, National Lucy Day on Friday. We'll have to put a really good post out.
Oh, God. Go back in the archives. So my AM, I've known him since I was like 3 or 4, like little. He helped my dad when we lived in Fort Branch, and Chris said, hey, do you have any like blackmail pictures that you can get me? And Luther said, no, of course not. Like, he's not a female, and that was the 90s. we don't have cameras around all the time. And I just turned around, I looked at Chris, I go, I've got a whole phone of embarrassing pictures if that's really what you want. I said, I don't get embarrassed that easy. I will embarrass you before I embarrass somebody else or embarrass myself. Like, you want to try to embarrass me? Okay, I'll take it up a notch and I'll embarrass you.
Put it right back.
I'll turn it right back around. I'm the person in the Walmart line that will talk to the person in front of me. People hate it. I'm like, I'll make conversation with anybody. I'll talk to a fucking brick wall. I don't care. I talk to my dog all day. Like,
but she's so sweet and easy to talk to.
Until she steps on me and pounces on my face, or the cat comes up and wants to sit on me and then claws me. I don't know. I talk to the turtles too, so fun fact, I have a cat, dog, and 4 turtles.
Oh, cat dog.
Cat dog.
Did you watch Cat Dog growing up?
Yeah, it confused me. How did they go to the bathroom?
I don't know. But I loved that show.
Shoot. I was more of a Hey Arnold, Rugrats. Rocket Power.
Yep. Did you ever watch Arthur?
No, yeah. That's PBS, so we were talking about Nickelodeon.
This all nostalgia. Did you grow up watching all of that?
No.
So do you know the line? If I say something, will you be able to complete the line? That is, who loves orange soda?
No.
I'm very disappointed right now.
My mom didn't let us watch that stuff. There was Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network, we were not allowed to watch.
Cartoon Network, I can see.
Like Johnny Bravo, Powerpuff Girls, I don't know. Stuff like that. Like, we weren't allowed to watch that. And then we were big Disney kids. But then Nickelodeon, we were only allowed to watch like certain shows. Even the Amanda Bynes show was pushing it.
Send in the dancing lobsters.
That's what I thought of earlier when we were talking about eggs.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Deb, and I like eggs.
Is that the bathroom talk one?
Welcome to the boys' room. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. So
That show's the show that made me like lose my mind when I was younger because there was one sketch that she lost her big toe, and it was like or it was potentially falling off or something, and then I was like, she's never gonna be able to walk again. She's never gonna be balanced ever again because that's the way that it was played off, and I was like, don't lose your big toe. It's a big deal.
Yeah. Big Disney kids though.
Maybe we should just we should do something on like pure nostalgia, an episode of pure nostalgia of growing up, like see the clear plastic phones where you could see the parts on the inside, the jelly shoes.
I still own jelly shoes.
Oh,
Butterfly clips.
butterfly clips. I thought you said better fight clubs. I was like, damn.
We don't talk about Fight Club.
No.
Fight Club.
Yep. Okay. Quote of the day. We're gonna try and implement this hopefully every time and see how it goes. Just a little pick me up, little food for thought, little
Something.
Okay, so today's quote. When something bad happens, you have three choices. You let it define you, you let it destroy you, or you can let it strengthen you.
Forget, move on. You have to talk louder with these because you can't whisper.
You should start doing ASMR endings.
Okay.
That's life with Luce.
That's life. That's life with us.
In our Sonic. Oh, we should. That's what it is.
Cheers.